To be eligible for the ARC National Beef Cattle Improvement Herd of the Year Award, a stud beef breeder must excel in a number of performance indicators, not only those directly related to management and breeding. Stay tuned to meet this year's winner, Stefan Terblanche of Fredericksburg Angus stud in Franschhoek. Southern Oil is committed to the provision of healthier alternative oils, and the canola industry is currently booming. Johan Pyper tells us more.
My name is Stefan Terblanche, the cattle stud manager at Fredericksburg Angus, Wagyu and Chianina, that is owned by Le Ormerans Pty Limited, situated in the Franschhoek Valley, Drakenstein. We predominantly focusing on Angus cattle. With the Wagyu we are breeding and recently have started with Chianinas. We also raise our cattle on cultivated pastures, Oudstover in the winter rainfall region of the Swartland, as well as Riebeek's Rivier. And here in Franschhoek, we're predominantly focusing on the stud breeding. The herd of the Angus have started in 2007, and the base animals were bought from well-known breeders, and from there we have bred to what our type is. We're mainly focusing on animals that's well adapted, medium framed, together with a good growth and adaptability with certain areas within the country. Our animals have gone extensively throughout South Africa, as far as Uppington. Predominantly we are focusing for the Angus breed to breed well-balanced, fertile bulls with good growth and milk for the commercial market. And recently we had a good sale at the Western and Southern Cape auction, in which we participate each year. We predominantly sell our bulls out of hand off the farm, so the breeders have the ability or the opportunity to come to the farm and select the bulls that they desire. Within that, we're also focusing on helping fellow commercial breeders in order to obtain the best possible bull that's required for their enterprise. We'll therefore assist within the selection process. We will advise within the certain growth parameters and breeding objectives, and as well what type of animal that they necessarily would want to breed within their particular environment or location, with regard to grazing availability, climate, and also topography that is having an impact on the walking ability or the overall ability of the animals to thrive. Management practices that we'll try to incorporate within the Angus herd, that is predominantly the stud breeding happening in Franschhoek of the Western Cape, is working on cultivated pastures, where we will have certain consultants consulting in various grass species that's suitable and adaptable for the region, with the limited amount of irrigation that is available. Within the Angus stud, we also use the breed objectives that we set out before the breeding season. For example, we have certain selection criteria on which we will select a bull and try to mate the bull according to the cow herd. Performance data for us at Fredericksburg is a major important tool that we can use in order to select animals and breed accordingly. But we need to focus that the performance data will need to take, with the breeding of animals, a holistic approach. We need to incorporate the performance data together with the phenotype of the animal in order to get the desired outcome of calves being born. Therefore, I will say performance data is of vital importance for us to use as a tool, but again need to focus it as a holistic approach in terms of animal breeding. Therefore, for us, our record keeping is of utmost importance, and also to get the accuracy for the animals up, and therefore within regard to wean indexes, we will predominantly cull animals with an index below 95 to start with the weaners, where they will go on for the bull calves, go on to a phase C and D growth testing to see the performance that animal consists of in order for growth and feed conversion, especially in times now that feed is a huge economic impact on cattle production.
The word canola in itself portrays a message. The first part of the word can refers to the country of Canada, which naturally bred the crop for the first time and also registered the name canola in the early 1970s. The O refers to oil, as canola is predominantly manufactured to produce cooking oils. And the last part of the word, the LA, refers to low acid. This is specifically low levels of polyunsaturated fatty acids, but it also contains a high percentage of omega-3 fatty acids. This is where the health benefit of canola comes in, which helps to lower the cholesterol levels in the bloodstream. Canola specifically belongs to the cabbage and the mustard family of plant species. This family typically includes Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower and spinach. From germination to seed production, the plant takes approximately 3.5 to 4 months to complete its life cycle. But this is all dependent on moisture, sunlight, temperature, and as well as soil fertility. Once harvested, the oil is pressed from the tiny brown seeds, which can be found in the pods of the canola plant, and it's not from a bright yellow flower as many consumers believe. I assist farmers throughout the growing season just to ensure optimum yields, profitability, and safe agricultural practices of the crop. I personally consult with each producer on each plantation. We assess the condition of the crop and we equip the producers with the latest agronomic knowledge, technology and cultivation practices. This is a free service that Southern Oil has been offering to the producer for the last 9 years, and we strongly encourage new producers to make use of this service. Establishment of the crop at the beginning of the season is probably the most important aspect of canola cultivation. Here we assist the producers with the plant depth, width and density of the seed to achieve the best possible establishment of the crop. As agronomists, we have a saying, the better the establishment of the crop, the better the management of the crop. So once the crop is established and emerges from the soil, we assist and recommend farmers regarding fertilization, weed, pest and disease control, harvest techniques, and what is also of utmost importance is the timing at which these practices are executed. Canola slots in very efficiently with the crop rotation system in the Western Cape. A brief summary of what the crop rotation system is for this year, for instance, canola is planted, where next year wheat and the year after barley will be planted. The rotational crop system is usually 3 years, where after 3 years it's repeated. So by including canola in your crop rotation system, it actually disrupts and breaks the life cycle of numerous root and fungal diseases in your grain crops such as the barley and wheat, hereby lowering the disease pressure. Additionally, agronomic studies have also found that the roots of canola has a biofumigation effect in the soil, which deters the pathogens causing these root diseases, so also contributing to the suppression of disease. And then since it does suppress or disrupt the life cycle of these diseases, it is no surprise that producers experience 20 to 25% of improved grain following the year of canola, just due to the fact that the grain is much healthier. The plant in itself has a strong, deep taproot system, and this system loosens dense soil, which as a result improves the soil structure for subsequent crops. The ploughing action of the root itself also causes efficient aeration of the soil, reduced soil erosion, as well as improved water infiltration. Although the canola industry is quite young in South Africa, approximately 25 years old, the innovation of the crop itself was exceptional in the last 20 years. The agricultural benefits that canola holds, new cultivars, improved management strategies, good market prices, and the free agricultural service delivered by Southern Oil is all part of an integrated plan that was executed very accurately in the last 20 years. And it's this integrated plan that is definitely a driving force behind the surge in canola hectares. A nice aspect about our products is that there's absolute no exclusivity of any consumer whatsoever, since our products are vegan friendly, dairy free, egg free, and also endorsed by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. This is exactly where healthy eating and tasting eating meet each other, and our products are definitely an ingredient to better living.
Ons stel bekend, die nuwe, sterker as ooit tevore, 165 kW Hilux GR Sport.